Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be learning about how can we be better at reflection, impact, growth, because we want to have these skills to just become a better you. So when it comes to like personal brand, when it comes to building skills and networking, the things that we've learned from Jeff Bezos, I was just reading some of his letters, his annual letters, and also a recent interview he was doing. And I tried to compile the best things that are working for me that was pulling out of his writing, kind of making a match. So cheers to being a better us. Enjoy the episode, folks. We got a lot to dive into today. It's going to be fun. Stick around. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk Terror Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercise to help make you the absolute best person you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. Let me go live over here on Instagram real quick because it's an extra click for me. So good morning, everyone. We're going to be diving into some evergreen skills. Jeff Bezos, I took a lot of his information for this episode, and additionally, shout out to Danco. I took a lot of his information. So two guys I really look up to and I learned a lot from. Okay, additionally are just some other side writings and skills that I believe these three things can take us to becoming a better you this morning. Good morning. Maybe you're grabbing your coffee. Maybe you're just thinking and relaxing a little bit before the day gets started. Well, we want to bring some energy to the table because that's one of my gifts, is I want to be able to give my energy to you to have a positive impact on the day, because what you do could impact somebody else, and that could impact somebody else. I think we're all familiar with the ripple effect, but how can we really apply it? How can we make this massive impact? I have some key words over here that we're going to be checking in with on the side as we go. How can we make a massive impact for our family, for our friends, for our career, for the people we love and care about most, what we talk about so much? So really thinking, maybe you lock into this word impact and how is it done? So let's go over these three skills that are non-negotiables that are going through. So the first one on our list that we're going to be rocking and rolling through. How did I write it in my description? Let's go in order of that. Good morning, folks. Thanks for coming on. So we're going to start with personal brand. And this one's from Jeff Bezos. I like how he describes brand. So we're talking about brand. To begin, brand, personal brand, thinking of Coca-Cola, that is their brand. Maybe you're thinking of the NFL, that is the logo. The shield is their brand. Or a number of companies that you absolutely love and you've come to adore over time. They all have a brand. So what is a brand? How would you define it? So this is Jeff Bezos's definition of a brand that I really like. Shout out to you, Jeff. Absolutely rocking it with Blue Origin and stepping away from Amazon and focusing on this. And he's absolutely crazy, meticulous man. But his brand is what people say about you when you're not around. Your personal brand is what people say about you when you're not around. So what do they say? We'll write down, what do they say? So if you were to pass away, that'd be very unfortunate, right? And it's unfortunately one of the only ultimate truths that come with us as being organisms on this planet, is that we have a birth and we also have a death. And what do they say? So when your time would come, what would they say about you? And I believe this is the brand. And so when you're not around me, when you're not watching the morning show, or maybe you're reading something that I've been posting or something like that, what would you say about me? Would you say I'm consistent? Would you say I have good energy? Would you say I'm a good person? Do you not know enough to say? So these are the type of things that we're trying to improve on a consistent basis, because your brand carries wherever you go. If you want to start a business, this is the absolute number one. You have to be known for something. You have to be likable. It's too competitive. And people buy why you do what you do, who you are as a person, over the actual product. There's everybody's in their brother and their sister. There's so many people into the pool nowadays that people buy the coach, people buy the head of the ship, people buy the person in charge. So I think personal brand, whether you're getting a teaching job, you're becoming a police officer, you're just like starting your own business, whatever it is, brand is an absolute must. So how can you build your brand? What are some tips for building our brand? I think that kind of just feeds into our next one, is building skills. So if you want to build the brand, and this is how you are seen, so how people see you. Next, how can we help with this brand? Is that feeds us right into our next point, and that would be good morning, good morning. Thanks for tuning into our show this morning. That would lean us right into the skills. So we need skills. We talked about an episode last week, and we were just talking about the things that hold us back, whether it's the emotions that we feel, maybe it's limiting beliefs, or it could even just be the skills. We don't have the skills to do what it is we want, to build the brand we want, to build the business we want, and to build the dream life that we desire. So building skills is absolutely nice. And shout out to Danco on this point, because he talks about these evergreen skill set. Evergreen. Okay. And this would be in the skills that we want to make sure that we're working on and we're developing every single day is writing, selling, sales, marketing, I'm running out of chalk, folks. I need another piece. How's everyone doing this morning? Happy Thursday. It's already Thursday. God, these days fly by. Maybe I'm just having a bunch of fun. Okay. Having a positive attitude today. How we bring our attitude, how we see. My girlfriend was telling me this morning, like, what you focus on is what you feel. And it's like, damn it, it's so true. Every single time. Where my focus on, energy goes. Where the focus is, energy flows. Okay. So we have our 3 skills. We have one more on here. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Speaking. Go figure. I forget speaking as we are doing it now. Speaking. Okay, quick run through on these 4 skills. So writing, being able to, and this is our next power word over here, is reflection. I think it's, if you do something and you learn something new, say you watch this show today, and you don't sit down and change your actions, then we haven't actually learned. What is learning? A change in behavior. I'm sure there's a million dictionary definitions of learning. For me, true learning is when we absorb, we retain something new that causes us to change our behavior. I learned that seed oils is like this gooey gum and you shouldn't be eating it. And it's like, oh, I didn't know that. And now we're not buying it and we're not eating it. Go figure. So that's what I believe is learning. And I think reflection and doing it in the form of writing is very, very helpful. If you want to be able to, whether you're writing emails and you're trying to find new business, whether you're trying to reflect and really get your thoughts out, maybe it's your dream to write a book, whatever it is. I think writing comes into play time and time again as a very useful skill to be able to represent yourself and put yourself in a light, in a position to not only feel good, fulfilled, and a better you, because that's what we're really talking about today, is we want to be a better you, is building that brand. So writing skills comes in 1. Next is sales. This one's tough because sales gets a bad rap. I hate sales. I don't want to sell. You're always selling. Whether you like it or not, you have to sell. Whether you're getting a new apartment, you're getting a new house, you're getting a new job, change is the only constant. And sales always comes up. Sales is always coming up. Life's a negotiation. We're going through, do I want that? Do I need this? Am I communicating? Are you talking with your children? Are you talking with your parents? Are you talking with your friends? I think the back and flow and having these sales skills is really helpful. And what is the number one thing that's really helped me in sales is, so sales is kind of an icky word. Fine, whatever. Words aren't actually icky. It's the interpretations and the emotions we feel behind them, right? Peeling back the layers of the onion. But if sales bugs you as much as me, because if I'm being totally honest, I don't like sales. I don't like selling this and that. I went from sales to service, self to service. You might want to write this down. Self to service. Once I went from, I'm trying to sell you my $99 course, there is a description in the link for my one-page life plan class. It's a 6-week training. It is the best coaching program I have seen. I've spent a lot of time, a lot of money on it, but, and I'm trying, it's my mission to give back, but being able to go from myself to just trying to help people be better people, because I want you to be a better you today. And if you want an intense training and you really want to take yourself to the next level this year, you can find the link for that below. But going from self to service, it's not about us. It's not about us anymore. Think about your most fulfilling moments in life. It's helping the people we love and we care about most, what we talk about on the show all the time. So going from self to service, self to serve. I'm just trying to help these folks. I don't feel bad about coming on here and talking about my products and talking about my life or anything, because I have people tell me, I have the evidence that I'm changing lives and I'm trying to help. And so hopefully you can spin that to your situation, because my situation is never going to be the exact same as yours, vice versa, right? Okay. So going from self to service, that is the key thing on sales, but we're always selling whether you like it or not. Okay. Marketing. Next up is marketing. Another one of these valuable skills. And it's interesting. I like taking different opinions on this. Do I think marketing is as important as sales and writing and speaking? Maybe not, but it depends on who you are and what you're doing. If you're trying to sell products, if you're trying to grow a personal brand and really trying to take this to the next level, this brand, then I would say marketing is absolutely key, because you build these skills and you embed it in the marketing. You embed your writing, you embed your sales, and you embed your speaking, which we'll get to speaking here in a second, into the marketing. Marketing is just the process of making known. This is shout out to Alex Tramosi. This is his definition on marketing. But really, we're just trying to let people know that we exist. A lot of people don't know Tanner DeWitt exists. A lot of people don't know that they can get the one-page life plan with the link below for $99 and completely change their lives. A lot of people don't know this. So we have to be able to let people know and let people know. And so you can see how in marketing, no matter how you want to do it, if you want to come and do a live morning show, and with what episode is it? 444. That stuff's nuts. I see that number at the bottom of the screen. I'm like, holy crap. It just shows you if you just stay consistent with it, it really rocks and rolls. But marketing, we want to embed our skills. So what skills can you embed to help present yourself with the process of you being known, the process of people learning about you and bringing that brand, and then really having positive influence of what do they say when you're not around? You can see how this is all really tying together. So we got marketing, just the process of being known. There's 1,000 ways to do it. You can write blogs, you can do social media and stuff. I like social media the most because it's like relatively pretty simple. And yeah, it feeds into this next one, speaking. So this is probably my favorite skill of all. So that's why I saved the best for last. So they say, don't save the best for last, but right here, I'm saving my favorite for last, folks. So speaking, go figure, right? The guy who's just talking on camera for hundreds and hundreds of hours had his favorite skill, speaking. But I talked to one of my mentors a long time ago, and he's like, what do you want to do? Why do you want to do it? And it's like, I want to ask questions, and I want to improve myself, and I want to be influential. The other week on MLK Day, we read Martin Luther King's speech. You can see that over on YouTube and our past live streams. I'm a giant fan of Abraham Lincoln and his oratory skills and how he presented himself. Even Stephen Douglas, who he was going head to head with at the time, back in the 19th century. Either way, but speaking is always, I've always been really interested in it, and I always really like it. When I speak, I don't think of the time. I don't think of the day of the week. I shout out to my girlfriend for commenting that it's Thursday, and it's like, I don't think it's Thursday or Friday or Monday or whatever. I just am doing it. It just gets me so deep into the present moment. And we talked about that kid's book the other day and the power of being in the present moment. And it's just, that's what being alive's about. I feel a little bit nervous and I feel a little bit anxious. So maybe you can find one of these evergreen skills that you can really lock into that makes you feel alive, that makes you forget about the time of the day, and then makes you kind of continue to go. But whether we like it or not, we are going to have to sell, we're going to have to write, we're going to have to market, and we're going to have to speak in order to get where we want to go. If you want a really good job, if you want to grow a big business, we're going to have to be able to talk and communicate human to human still today. Okay. All righty, going on to number 3. So we know that brand is the most important, but to have this brand, we have to be able to build these skills, writing, speaking, selling, marketing to make our appearance, for us to be seen, marketing, the process of being known. And I think this feeds into our last one on here. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for tuning into the show this morning. And that goes into networking. Okay, our last one. Can you guys see here? We got so much writing going on today. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and take this off the screen so you guys can see it a little bit better. Networking. So I have a hard time writing. I'm actually left-handed, so I have a hard time writing with my right hand when I squat down. Anyway, okay. So our last one is networking. We want to be able to find people who are really good at what we want to do. So what do you want to do more than anything? Do you want to be a good speaker? Do you want to be a good writer? Do you want to be a good marketer? Do you want to be a good salesperson? Do you want to have a massive brand? Do you want to be able to reflect? Do you want to be able to make a huge impact? Or do you want to just, next to one of our last power words for today, growth? Do you want to grow? Do you want to be a better you? I believe networking, humans are social creatures. We're very emotional. We need this companionship. And I'm on my process. I'm trying to build the Avengers, son. I'm trying to build the superpower squad. Blake Lauderman, shout out to him. He's really pursuing buying these big buildings and doing great things. Shout out to Jocelyn with the marketing and business coaching. Shout out to Steve for the life coaching and the business coaching. And shout out to my mentor, Rich, and my family and all. Like I'm building super folks around me because I'm trying to go to the moon. And I don't know how to build a rocket, but I'm trying to go to the moon. You see the problem here? So when you think of your number one goal, if I were to ask you, what is your number one goal? What would you say? Would you say building a business? Would it be losing a weight? And I think networking with people is going to be the surest way to get there. So we're going to have to communicate. Nowadays, I think it's a common belief, which is, I don't believe it's true. I think it's a bullshit sandwich that everyone's eating. That's not tasting good, but it's total lies. But it's easy to, or at least this is how I used to feel, that people didn't want to network with me. People didn't want to collaborate with me. People don't want to hear from me. People don't want a message from me. People don't want to talk to me. They're too busy. Not true at all. Because when I flip the script of how I really feel, I want superstars to talk to me. I want to build the all-star team. I want to be a better version of myself. And I think you do too. So when you're thinking, who are the people I could surround myself with to get me to the next level? Also, I forgot to shout out Megan Nee and her graphic design stuff. She helped really design all of the exercises and so much of the work. So in the description, the $99 6-week training that I have, that is absolutely money. She designed most of it. So I just kind of came up with a lot of the ideas. She designed it. So shout out to Megan. One of my business partners. But yeah, networking. If it wasn't for networking, I wouldn't have met her, or I wouldn't have met the other people I was just listing off and building this superpower team. So thinking to yourself, who is somebody I could meet today? Just one person. Is it a personal trainer? Is it a business coach? Is it a life coach? Do you want to meet me? You can go over to talk to Tanner, 1plp.com, and you can sign up for a free just call and you can talk to me. I'd love to help in any way I can if you ever want to talk to me. But networking. These are the things that we need to do. The more people we know, the more opportunities we get. It's absolutely wild to me that I've spent so much time stewing and worrying about what other people think and how I say things and how I present myself that I just don't network. And I just stand back and I don't say anything and I'm just hush, hush, quiet. And then a couple hours later, I'm like, man, why didn't I say something? People want us to engage. And I think it's a real gift when we can build the skills to take the first step, when we can be the one to lead the dance. I think as social creatures, no man is an island. Everyone needs support. I need coaching clients. I got a network to get those. I need business partners. I got a network to get those. I need private investors to raise money for real estate deals. I got a network to get those. So you can see how vital network is. Building a network, a strong network, a team of the Avengers, superheroes, is going to be vital to my success moving forward. So networking. All right. That's a lot, folks. We went over a lot. But to build the brand, in order to build the brand, I think, and have this strong image as, why am I drawing a blank on his name? Warren Buffett, geez, yeah, go figure, right? I got to be able to remember that. Brand, building the moat around it. This is the competitive advantage. I think brand is the competitive advantage, and you are the competitive advantage because you are the brand, and you got to hold on to that. And that is, as Jeff Bezos would say, that is what people say when you're not around. That's what people say when you're not around. And to be able to have something strong and to have that moat and to have that competitive advantage, we got to have skills. We got to have skills. We might have to get over some emotions. We might have to stop eating these shit sandwiches, and we might have to just build the skills that allow us to do that. And I think the 4 skills that trump everything that everyone needs is writing, sales, marketing, and speaking. You got to be able to do those 4, or you got to have the cash and the cheddar to be able to pay somebody to do it for you. There's really no way around it. You either do it or you got to pay somebody to do it. And then lastly, we got to have networking. No man is an island. We need a team of superstars, superheroes around us for us to get where we want to go. All right, awesome, folks. That's all I had for today. Shout out again to my the team members and the people I've been networking with lately. It's been really inspiring to me to jump on it, to keep rocking and rolling, and yeah, there's a lot of great things to come. I'm really excited with some recent relationships I've been building, and to the moon, folks. I just need help building the rocket. I don't know how to build the rocket, but I'm getting there. I'm gonna find somebody who knows how to build it, and I'm gonna be there every step of the way, and I can't wait. So cheers to that, folks. If you guys love my energy and you love my style and coaching and my philosophies on how I present myself, we're going to go over, I can share my screen. This is the one-page life plan. This is actually, there it goes. So you'd go over to Google, and then in the search engine, you would type 1plp.com, and then you go over to buy online course. And then this is the one-page life plan, everything that you get within it. Can we zoom in a little bit, Tanner? I can't read all those goodies that I get with it. So with the one-page life plan, you're going to get a personalized one-page life plan, both digital and physical copies. This is the one-page anchor system we use throughout the course. You're going to get my digital ebook This is an 80-page workbook that you get to go through with notes and exercises. You're going to have 8 in-depth training modules throughout the 6-week training. Additionally, you're going to have over 50 pages of coaching exercises and interactive PDFs, not only that you can do with yourself, you can do it with your friends, you can do it with your family. It's just changed the way that I interact with the people I love. It's night and day. You have 24 direct contact with me. You can contact me via email. There's messaging stuff within the just if you have questions, you talk to Tanner, and we're going to get it fixed straight away and see how I can be helpful. And lastly, there's 7 guided meditations and breathing exercises that are embedded within it, and the next time you're feeling frantic, you gotta remember that you're breathing. You gotta relax. And I need to be doing this more. And this is repetition stuff. We're getting better, folks, right? So we're breathing, we're relaxing, and we're doing things with grace. And if we can remember these principles, and if I can continue to dive into these guided meditations, I believe I can change my life forever, and I can really help the people I love and care about most. So this is the one-page life plan system and process, and I've fallen in love with it. You can go over to this link and you can get it for $99. So $99 for the whole shebang, whole thing. I used to sell this thing for $1,200, but with coaching and the systems we're putting in, I just want 1 million people to do this because I just believe in it so much. I just really want 1 million people to do this, and that's a huge number. And I think the best way to go about that is to help make it affordable to everyone in any industry, and hopefully we can inspire some people to be a better version of themselves. So again, you can go over to 1plp.com. I'll go ahead and put the link for this in the comments section if you guys want to check that out. If you know someone who would benefit from this as well, please share it with them. It means the world to me as we're rocking and rolling and keep trying to make change for folks. We're on a mission. We're on a mission. As you can see at the very top of this, a better you, a better you. It might be hard to read because I write in cursive with my right hand, but a better you is our mission, and we want to make personal development cool, and we want to make it fun, and by God, we're going to do that. And I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep coming back on here day after day. So maybe hopefully it's inspiring to you to keep going on with your day in case you needed to hear it. I love you. You're a badass. You got this. It's going to be a great, fantastic Thursday. Think of how the brand, skills, and networking, how do they apply to your life? What is one step forward we could take today to be more in alignment with who we truly are and what we want? Stay on the path, and we get whatever we want in life. Cheers to that, folks. Love you all. I'm out of here. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. I feel really good this morning. So cheers to that. Thanks, Jeff Bezos, on some advice, but we're rolling out. We'll be live again tomorrow morning with another coaching exercise at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Share with your friends. See you later, folks. Peace. Oots.